My daughter turns 2 on July 25th. That is exactly 120 days from March 27th, and I have decided that that is my deadline. Not for a number on a scale, but for getting back to the version of me that feels like me. And that is why I'm going to be using this fitness journal to keep track of every single day of that journey. I'm a working mom, my daughter is almost 2, and my time is not my own in the way that it used to be. I work full time, I work on this YouTube channel, and most days by the time she's asleep, I am done. So that's what this series is. Over the next 120 days, I'm going to be tracking 8 metrics every single day. Food, sleep, water, steps, energy, mood, stress, and exercise. And here is what makes the system different from every other fitness tracker that I've tried, is that I'm using 2 systems together. This is the Gabit Smart Ring, and I've worn like a case over the ring so it doesn't get scratched. But this ring tracks all the objective data: exercise, step, how much I've slept, how well I have slept, the recovery score, and readiness for the day, stress, all of that. The planner is for more subjective data. It will capture all the exercises that I do, of course my water and food intake. It will also capture like how my mood was. So even if the ring someday shows that maybe I was very calm, I can check back and see that I wasn't feeling great. So maybe I was just calm because I didn't have the energy or wasn't feeling good enough to react, God knows. So those kind of things are what I am hoping to discover through this journey. The ring will tell me what is happening with my body, and the journal will tell me why that is happening. And what I'm also realizing lately is that it's just not the duration of sleep, but definitely the quality of sleep that matters. And so I've noticed on days where I maybe sleep for less than 6 hours, but I've slept continuously and had very good deep sleep, I feel really fresh and ready for the next day. And let me show you how exactly this works. The fitness journal is structured for 4 months, which maps exactly to my 120-day timeline. Now, each month, of course, has a monthly overview section, and then it has 30 daily pages. So for each of the daily pages, you get to assign all of the movement that you will do for the day. How many sets are you doing? And you can also write down the reps and the weight of the reps as well. Then you get to like a summary of the movement intensity and the time and the distance. So maybe if you do like a full gym workout, I would write down all of my workouts, like all of the exercises in the top half, and then the bottom movement summary. One would be like gym, maybe the other one would be walking or swimming or something, and then I will write down what was the time and the distance and rate the intensity by myself on a scale of say 1 to 10 based on how difficult it is, of course 10 being the most difficult. Then you have how you felt, the self-care, total water intake, steps, hours slept, and today's win. So I like this whole area. That gives me the main subjective context of every single day. So if I write down for like how I've been feeling, I will see if it was low energy, high energy, was it a stressful week at work, was it something that was happening at home, was I just traveling a lot, that gives a lot of added context as to what I'm doing, how my workouts are going, and just overall how I'm feeling. Water intake, steps, and hours slept. Of course, sleep has a big correlation to how you do overall. And at the end of every single month, there is a monthly check-in part. So it basically asks you, how is it going? What is your progress on your goals? What are your wins? What have you noticed? And your goals for the next month, how you are going to work towards your goal, and what are you trying out next month. There also is like a little nugget of advice, like has it been 4 weeks since you change up your routine? You can change your routine like this, etc., etc. So I like that the monthly check-in portion is also quite like nicely laid out. So I'm very excited to use this. My plan is that every morning I'm going to log in exactly how I'm feeling and write down my workout for the day and tick off as I go along. Once at the end of the day, I'm going to sit down with this journal and just fill in how much water I actually had, what were my steps for the day, how many hours did I sleep, etc., etc. So what I am going to do is that at the end of every month, I will review all my patterns. I will check what has been happening, what has the ring data been telling me, what has my subjective journaling been telling me, and put those two together. And at the end of every month, so day 30, day 60, day 90, and the final day 120, I'm going to create a video summarizing all of my learnings and how the system is going. So if you are interested, or if you're somebody who already has some sort of a fitness tracker and you want to like track your fitness journey on a journal as well, if you want to combine those two systems and see how it works for you, please join me on this journey. I'm going to call it the 120-day medium because look, 75 hard, was not made for people with kids. I find it too restrictive to, like follow a challenge which just basically says if you miss one day, done, you're out, restart from the beginning. So I don't want to put so much added pressure on me. I just want to see what happens when I create a plan and I stick to it and I'm consistent with it, and when I combine different systems together. It's just plain out of curiosity, and also this is giving me the added motivation that is needed to stay consistent. One thing I do want to say specifically to working moms is that, look, most of the fitness advice that is out there is built for people who have large uninterrupted blocks of time. That is just not our reality right now. And I am making these videos in hopes that, I am held accountable and I find these blocks of time, even if it is 30 minutes a day, to exercise regularly, to be fit for myself and for my family. And I'm hoping that in some way it will inspire you as well. And I welcome you to, get into the groove, get started, get a fitness journal, maybe set up one, DIY it, whatever you want to do. Let me know in the comments if you're actually joining me on this journey. I'll be so happy to have you here. Although the official day 0 is 27th of March, I'm doing a little bit of testing to see what kind of workouts are working, what is not working, and what is actually going to be part of my full system from 27 March onwards. So this entire month of March, I'm just getting used to having the ring on. I'm getting used to like doing some amount of journaling with the fitness tracker, seeing how far I'm able to maintain consistency on the tracking, just building up that habit before I actually start the challenge. And I recommend that you do the same too, because it's very difficult to go from 0 to 100 in one day, and you want to have a system that is set up for you to succeed, not for you to fail. So if you just like from doing nothing at all and then the next day you start do 2 workouts every day, 1 outside, 1 inside, that is just too harsh. I'm slowly building up the muscle, I'm slowly building up the motivation and the discipline. And yeah, I hope you like watching this video, and I'm going to see you in this series in the following videos. Welcome to 120 Medium. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.